Hello and welcome to my quick and easy getting started guide to Star Citizen. There's lots of other more in-depth out there. You can go watch them. They're very good. I would suggest that they give you a lot more information. This is just going to be the quick and easy how to get started. So let's jump straight to it. So what we're going to do is you're going to start on the web page. You're going to go to the pledge store. And you're going to choose one of your packages at the IAE at the moment, which means that you can get these limited offer ones, so the Mustangs or the Nomad. I wouldn't really suggest those. I mean, for me, you're probably going to want the Aurora if this is after the IAE. Otherwise, get this upgraded later because it's obviously a better price. But between the Mustang and the Aurora, I would go with the Aurora. If you really just want to jump in and have a really great starting of the game, the Avenger Titan is the ship to go to. It's a good fighter. It's got gimbaled gun mounts. We'll get into that as we go. But that would be if you want to spend a little bit more money. You can buy this later in game. So if you want to start with one of these, go for it. So basically, you select one of those, you purchase it, you log in, and you get to Star Citizen. So what we're going to do is you're going to want to click on Persistent Universe. You go through here. You can choose male, female. I'm just going to go with male. I'm going to use the first head. As you can see, my eye tracking is here, so my camera will pick up what I'm saying, sort of. But my camera is above my head, so it looks like I'm always half asleep. Anyway, so you can go through your heads. I'm just going to do that one, I suppose. Begin blending. Except I'm just going to go. There's plenty of options here you can go through, but just spend some time there. You can change it later, so it doesn't really matter. So then it takes you to this persistent universe. You can select your system. There's only one system, which is Stanton system, because the sun is Stanton, and you're going to select your location. Orison is a gas giant. Very nice. Takes forever to fly out the atmosphere. You can't, if you get ground vehicles, you can't use those there, so it doesn't make sense to go there. Laurelville is on Hurston. Very nice place. You can spawn ground vehicles. I think you can even stand outside without a helmet on. Lots of bounties, everything like that. So I would suggest Laurelville. Area 18, that's City Planet. Very nice. But also you can't spawn ground vehicles there. So, and New Babbage, that's Microtech. It's out in the farthest reaches of the solar system. I like it. But it is pretty far from everything, so you're going to spend a lot of quantum fuel getting everywhere unless you hang around there a couple of moons, and there's lots to do there. Very nice planet, but for this guide I'm going to do Laurelville, which is on Hurston. I'm going to set my primary residence as this and click sign primary residence, and I'll hit confirm. Now this is going to create it and log me in. So you'll get to this screen. This can take quite a while. The first time you do it can take quite a while in future. So what you can do is you can hit the tilde button, which is opening the console, which is normally next to the one to the left of the number 1 key on the top of your keyboard, just below the escape. Hit it and you'll see you'll get here this game mode created and connected. And as soon as it starts moving to this next stage, you know that it's loading and it's going to carry on loading. So you can just hang around and wait for that. I'm not going to make you hang around, so I'm just going to pause this video for now. All right, so we've loaded in. You wake up in your bed. You got a nice little suit on. First thing you want to do is get up. So you can use spacebar, which doesn't always work. So you can just hold the F key, and you can move over, and you'll see this little sign here. You click get up. All right, so this is your hub. You can't really do anything with it at the moment. You can have a look around here. That's quite cool, you know. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. So you're going to want to push F and click on the open button. This brings you into the foyer, I guess we call this. Feel free to explore. It's quite nice. We're going to go up to this exit. You'll see There's lots of signage everywhere. Hold down F, click call elevator. You can see over here, it's your location is floor 4, your ground elevator location is ground floor. We'll just wait for that to come through. There we go. If you did notice that as the door opened, that means the elevator hadn't rendered in. If it had stayed blank, do not climb in the elevator. You will fall under the map and you may get a crime stat. You can go have a look at a couple of other tutorials on, they'll tell you how to do the prison gameplay and stuff like that. But basically, you just mine some stuff and then get released. I would do that. Go check out this tutorial. This is just getting out of the space station. So you come out the elevator. You can walk forward. That's normal ASDW movement. You can hold down the forward button. You can scroll up with your mouse, under the mouse wheel to run faster, scroll down to slow down, hold shift key to run. We're just going to run out here. Now I know the way. You'll get to know the way, but basically you come out of the residential area, you'll turn left and you're looking for the Metro Center. As you can see, Metro Center. There's signages everywhere that you'll want to have a look for. So I'm just going to head out straight to the spaceport line. As you can see, spaceport line is blue. Arrows are pointing that way. We'll run out there. Run down. Blue again. Blue. Now we're going to get to the space station line. So, train arriving in 19 seconds. I'm going to pause the video here and we'll wait 19 seconds. Alright, so the train's arrived. Let's run inside. Now the train's door is going to close and you are actually going to be transported. You can see through the windows, you don't just magically appear in the spaceport, you actually do catch a train there. I'm once again going to pause so it doesn't spoil it for you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we've arrived at the train station. You'll see, exit. I'm just going to run through here. Feel free to explore. I mean, that's the whole thing of the game, but if you're watching this video, you've probably explored more than enough already and are now wanting to get into your spaceship. So we just run through here. Carry on going. Not going to give you all the directions. I'll just point some stuff out here. So there you'll see New Deal. You'll run up there. You can go check out some new spaceships and buy them for in-game credit. That's later. For now, you're going to come to this terminal. You can see that I've got the Nomad because this is the free fly week. So you've got this free, but if you got the Nomad package, you would have got it. So you just click retrieve. It's going to wait for it to come to the platform. This takes a few seconds. All right, so it's at hangar 9. So you just back away and you run through to the terminal, to the elevators. So it's just through here. You'll see elevators to hangars. You can rent ships there if you want, but we just go to the hangars and we get all the elevator. Now I've forgotten the platform. So you see this little circle up there that tells you, if you can find it. It's below me, there it is. So it's in hangar 9 as you can see there. Oopsie. Hangar 9. So you just go here. Hold on F, scroll down, hangar 9, click on it, release F, and you go. You can see we're 500 meters away. We're going to hangar 9. We're going there. So before you get in your spaceship, I would just suggest pushing F4. You can see you've got a helmet on and a spacesuit, because you'll need that later. Okay. So you'll run to your ship. I forgot where you climb in this ship. I think it's the other side. Ah, there it is. Okay, hold F. Click on open ladder. You can click enter ship if you like. I just clicked the wrong button. And just click on the ladder and let go of the keyboard and you'll climb in. Should close behind you. Have a look around your ship, it's quite nice. Just to note that here's the open and close cargo bay. Open door. This is a room. You can log out in the bed if you want to. I'll get into that just now. We're going to run here. I'm holding F and clicking on, otherwise the door's open. Hold F, click on enter pilot seat. Alright. So, now you want to start up your ship. Hold R on your keyboard. And it powers up your ship. You can hold on F and interact with all these multifunction displays. It can be a bit confusing at first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to either push F1, click on Comlink, Friends, and then Lorville Landing Services and click that. Alternatively, quick away, F11, click Friends, Lorville Landing Services, we'll contact them. And there you go. You get this chat on the left hand side here. If you want to just hide that, push F12 on your keyboard and you're A for away. So now if you look here, is your basically what you'll set your speed to, and you can scroll your mouse up and down, we'll set it to there, and that's just your maximum speed. Hold F, look up, you can see the roof is now opened, and I'll hold spacebar. There we go, and we're out. Now I can just push W to go forward and push N to retract my landing gear and K to turn off VTOL, which is vertical takeoff and landing. I'm going to scroll my mouse wheel up all the way. Not really necessary, but it's just going to burn a lot of hydrogen. As you can see here, while we get out of space, if I push C on my keyboard, it's going to lock cruise control. So whatever I scroll that to, my ship will go that speed. So let's just have a look while we get into space. So over here, you can see your hydrogen. That's what you use for normal flying. Quantum fuel is what you use to quantum jump, so to get from planet to planet, basically. Oops, we're getting a little bit off track here. What else do we have on here that's of interest here? Oh, here we have the weapons. So we have the Badger and the Badger. We have 3 Badgers on this, which is 3 laser repeaters. So it's basically PP lasers. If you look at the top right here, you'll see there's a little satellite. That means there's a comm link. So if you shoot anyone, you'll get a crime stat. This means you cannot shoot weapons because it's an arms test zone. So no one can shoot you either. They can fly into you though, which is not great. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I want to quantum jump to the space station. So I'll push B, and you'll see that brings up the quantum drive. It spools up, and then you just need to align to the space station, which is not that. It's generally a square, big square. There you go. So there's the big square. This is Everest Harbor. That is just a quick way to do it. Alternatively, you can try and navigate through the star map, the skyline map. Let's go through the planet. So you're on Crusader. Stanton's the sun. You're on Crusader, which is, you're on Hurston, which is where you started. And if you can just scroll all the way, and the space station is Everest Harbor. So you can just left click to move it left and right. Right, or pan is right click. That's like rotate-ish, and then zoom is middle click. So you can also just click on Everest Harbor. Okay, I can't click on it now, but you could. So that's a bug sometimes. Let's try again. So you can just scroll in. Okay, you just double click. Okay, let's see if I can. There we go. So you can see there's a little green dots that come out. So I'm just going to. They're gone. Okay, I'm just going to set it to something. There you go. I'm going to click on Everest Harbor. Set route. Not working. Lovely. Try again. as you can see, I don't really need to do that for getting to Everest Harbour. We have a bit of a freeze, but I'll do it anyway. I normally just go to the planet and then navigate manually from there. It's pretty quick. Okay, so there we go. Everest Harbour. Set route. Oh, set route was set. Oh, where's it gone? Okay, now it's just lost everything. Alright, sorry about this. This happens sometimes. There you go. Click on it. Set route. You can see it's marked at Everest Harbour. Now it'll be the only thing. You'll see there's a little arrow here. Let's try to get that down. So you'll see there's an arrow there which indicates it's Everest Harbour where you need to go. Wait for it to spool. You can see it's calibrating on the left. And hold B and you'll get to Everest Harbour. Now you can see 24 kilometers out. I like to keep on the quantum drive so you can see how far you are. I've still got cruise control on, so I'm still going towards it. I'm going to mouse wheel up. Be very careful when you do this because the number on the side here is meters per second. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to show you how you could dock, but no, I'll show you how you dock at a space station. It's very good. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to crash into it. So I'm going to hold X for the space brake. And then I'm going to press C on the keyboard to disable cruise control. I am close enough to Everest Harbour. As you can see over here, this comlink is here now. I can push B to disable quantum drive so I can see a little bit more. And I'm going to hold down F. And I'm going to use the mouse wheel to zoom in. And as you can see, what's happening here, be very careful. As I'm going to put my mouse there, the power button is being highlighted. So if I click that, it might turn the power off. So we're not going to do it that way. We're going to push F11. Friends. Everest Harbour, contact. You'll wait for them to say, there we go.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, so they've assigned me a landing bay. Let's hope it is highlighted. Okay, so I don't see it yet. Normally it's a little, there it is. So you can see. You just got to flop around until you find it. It's this little triangle, little circle with a triangle in it. So the arrow pointing down is indicating where the landing bay is, but it doesn't really help because it, depending on your orientation, but you'll get to know that that's actually up. So you can see it there. Yeah, keys. A, strafe left. D, strafe right. Z, backwards. W, forwards. It's like all AWD-SD movement. So the only difference is Q is roll left, E is roll right. You'll get used to those, don't worry. Don't worry too much. Fly around, get to know it. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to come close to your ship, to the landing page. I suggest you come in very slow to start out with. So you just scroll your mouse wheel down. You line up. Don't forget to put your landing gear down. You can see here, saying gear. It's there. And I'm going to just slowly but surely go land. I generally do this faster, but this is pretty much the speed you want to come in when you first try and do it. And then you come in here, you land. And there you go. You landed. Alright, so now let's refuel and restock. So you push F1 button. And then you'll see this screen here. These are all, you can go through these at your own will, but you're going to use that comm link for contacting the harbor. You'll use the skyline, which is, you can push F2 or click there. your contracts manager, and your vehicle maintenance. So you click on vehicle maintenance, you can see I need to repair, refuel hydrogen, and refuel quantum, confirm. You'll hear like a funny noise when they're actually doing the refueling. There you go. And then that was refueled. Hydrogen will go next. There you go. We refueled and restocked. So we're just going to take off here. F11. We're going to click friends, Everest Harbor. I don't even know if you need to do this, but I do it anyway. You should get a voice prompt.
You are clear to launch.
There we go. And then you just spacebar to go up. And then you want to find a nice easy path out and fly out. Okay, at this point, you can come to a stop, push F2, and we're going to get some bounty certifications. We'll have a look at the contract manager. Personal. These could very well be illegal missions, so you might get a crime stat for doing them. I would leave those for now. Go to general. Your best ones are delivery, where you carry boxes, or bounty hunters. Bounty hunters are fun, but let's do this. So as you can see, let's see how many credits I have. So I've got that many credits, 24,000 AUEC. That's quite a nice sum. I'm going to go to the contracts manager. I'm going to go find this one. It's 5,000 AUC payment. It's going to cost me 500 to do. Read here. I'm just going to accept it by clicking on that. So here it's come to my accepted tab. It's going to see bounty hunter fugitive recovery certification. You have these 3 buttons. Abandon means you'll abandon it. Be careful because this does track, so you will want to not do it unless you explode or something, which does happen. And then you got untrack, but we can leave it tracked. So we have it. So I'm going to push F2, and you'll see that Lego Star is here at Aberdeen. So I'm just going to... Okay, it seems to have lost a little thing. Maybe it's there. Oh, there we go. So you see it's going to go OM2 to Aberdeen. Now OM2 means that you got to go around the planet and then to get through. So we've locked it in. You'll see there's the arrow. I'm going to pull up my quantum drive, point towards the arrow. As you can see, I'm not actually moving at this point. So we just hold it on there. It's going to calibrate. Sometimes you're going to hold down the B key and it's not going to do anything. In that case, you just go off. You go back onto it. Or you try again and you keep doing that until it works. Do not pull down your quantum drive because you don't need to. So hold on B key. You get through. Now if I look, you can see the top right there. Top left, sorry. It was the Lego Star. I'm going to that person. 67,000 kilometers away. Hold on B. And this should take pretty quick. As you can see, there's short distance. So we're going to Aberdeen. He's on the other side of the planet. So I'm going to need to find an OM. I know. Is he on planet? I think I took the wrong mission. It can't be. I'm going to go OM. Okay, hold B. Oh. I chose the wrong certification. That person is on planet and I don't have any weapons. So we're going to do another mission. F2. Contracts manager. Let's check out the bounty hunter. Okay, bounty hunter guild. Okay, so we want to apprehend. This is the one I want. So I'm going to accept this one instead. And I'm going to track this one instead. So I'm going to leave that one and I'll do another tutorial on getting these guys out of bunkers. So let's go to this person. Where is this person? Please be okay. So they are also here. Okay, so there we go. 600 kilometers away. All right, so you can see this is not calibrating or spooling at all. So in this instance, I'll have to turn it off, turn it back on. Spooling, going to take it off the target. It just helps for a bit of speed. Put your mouse over it. And B. Okay, so there's currently bugs with bounties. I think I'll make a separate quick video on this one, but this is basically how it works. I'm going to approach very slowly. And while we're approaching, I'll just give you a quick rundown. So if you look at your display here, this is your ship. These are your shields. You keep an eye on this to see like if this is getting very weak. This is your weapons. This is your power triangle. So turn that off. I see. Okay. So let's do this with the F keys. So F5 is the power to weapons. F6 power to engines. F7 power to shields. F8 all even. Don't worry about that until later. It's good to know. So like if let's give all power to weapons. So I'll push F5. You'll see if you notice here, this went from 30 to 36. But if my shields get shot, then they won't recharge. So I'll put it back on. Push F8 to go back to center. You can see it's back to 30. Okay, so we are going in now. I'm going in slowly on purpose. I could come in at full tilt, but at the moment there's a bit of a bug where the bounty will spawn and the marker won't be on the bounty. So I'll just try and recreate that quickly for you. So I'm going to go into that marker. The bounty might spawn somewhere out there, but the marker won't move, and that's the key. Is the marker needs to move onto the bounty, and you have to dodge the bounty's bullets and lasers and EMPs until such time as the marker moves onto them. Otherwise, you don't get credit for blowing up the bounty. Okay, so I'm going to slow down to the recommended speed, which means when I turn, I actually turn and don't float off. Boost up, boost down. I've got it on cruise control. There we go. You can hear that sound. That means that there is someone in the area. I just had a quick look. I'm going to push C to come to a stop. I just had a quick look here for my decoys and noise, because that's exactly what's going to happen. So there's, you hear the beep, beep, beep. You see them over there. So what I'm doing is spacebar HH. And that means that you pop the decoy. So now that came from the bounty. I'm going to find them. You can see over there is a little white dot. I think that's him. Push tab. Let's get a scan out. Yeah, that's them. That's not him. There he is. So I'm going to see the bounty there. I'm going to push T to target them. I am not going to shoot, even though they're shooting at me, because if you look here, this hasn't landed on them yet. So I'm going to hide. Oh, there we go. You see it moved from Avenger Stalker. Why is there Avenger Stalker? It's a new person. Okay, so anyway, the marker has now moved onto this person. So I'm just going to fly around. And you can see, if you look here, we have, these are my weapons. They're currently unlocked, which means wherever I point is where it's going to shoot. I'm going to push G, and you get this circle here, which means it's gimbal mode. And gimbal mode means that I don't actually need to point it at him. I just need to keep them in the circle. So there you go, you see? It moves to them, and then I can just shoot. And it's like a sort of like an auto aim. So what you want to do is keep them in your crosshairs, and then you use your strafe left and strafe right to missiles coming. Push H. Okay, that's a. There we go. So I'm just going to get rid of this bounty. Okay, they're shooting me now. T and all right. So let's get rid of this guy. Oopsie. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it off lock. I'm gonna take it off gimbal because I prefer it, and I'm going to. Is this the right person? I don't know. Let's put it back on gimbal. And I'm not moving, that's why I'm getting shot. Moving targets are harder to hit. I'm gonna keep it on gimbal. Shot these. Shh, it's okay. It's hard. Okay, he's got no shield. What you want to do is you want to strafe left and strafe right as you turn to help you turn faster. There you go. So as you can see, subdued, done. Now what I want to do is I'm going to get away from this other guy because I don't need to fight them. It's his buddy, I can shoot him if I wanted to, but I'm just going to get out of here. Just find the nearest arm, push B, get out of there. Alright, there you go. You've made 5,000 AUC. Hit F1 or F2, get a new bounty. As you can see, okay, bounty anti-evaluation. Hurston Dynamics, I'm at Hurston, so that's fine. I'm going to accept the offer. It's going to give me another bounty. It's going to put it up there. I'm not even going to lock in the track then. I'm just going to, this is going to take me quite far. I'll pause while we do this, but anyway. Aim, point, and I'll pause while we quantum. Alright, we're out of quantum. Is this? He's on the other side of the planet. So I'll just go to As you can see, it's kind of quicker than opening your star map up. Saves you a bit of time if you're chaining your bounties together to make as much AUC an hour as possible. So yep, there he is. So I'll just put my marker to them. Nice and easy because it's small. And we go here. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing. But this time I'm going to go in fast. It seems to be an alright server where spawned in and moved pretty quickly onto that person. I'll leave it on gimbals because what gimbals basically means is I think these are size 1 on here, maybe size 2. There's a gimbal mount. So say you have a size 2 slot, you can put a gimbal on there and then put a size 1 onto the gimbal. So if you remove the gimbal mount, you can then put a size 2 on and you get better firepower. And that's once you learn how to shoot after a bit, then you can remove the gimbals and then it makes destroying these targets a little bit easier. Alright, so I'm going to slow down now because I'm going to asteroid field. If you're not comfortable flying around an asteroid field because you keep crashing into them, get the bounty to chase you and make him follow you out the asteroid field, and feel free to shoot them outside the asteroid field. That does help quite a bit. Alright, so We're going in. 8,000. I'm going to turn that off because the marker has moved onto the target already. So you just go to the vent T. I'm going to use missiles this time. You middle mouse button click, targeted, and shoot. And missiles away. You can see there I got 7. And now I'm going to fire another one. And then I'm going to go click middle mouse, go back to these. And because it's tracks on them already, we're just going to keep them in here. Oopsie. Get ready to strafe up and down. You'll get used to this. Your first time you might. Okay. Point left, straight right. Strafe right. You'll turn faster. So if you're going this way, you're strafing the other way. These badges are not so great. There you go. 5,000 AUC. Let's see. How does that look? F2. As you can see, there's no asteroid in front of me. You can hit your tab and see that there's nothing in front of you. So we've got another one. Let's go have a look at the money. 28. Contracts manager. Accepted. Cool. Let's see what else is. Alright, so here's another one. Accept offer, another 4,000. F2. F2. Push B. Oh no, let's find out where they are first. Did I not accept that offer? I'm going to point out of the asteroid field. Push F1. Contracts manager. Bounty hunter. Oh no, I didn't. Accept offer. There we go. Alright. F1. Push B. 32. I'm going to pause again because they're in a different moon. Whoa, that's 32 million. This is going to be a long journey. So I'll show you in the star map. So here, you can see I'm here. And this target is at Crusader. That's very far. So if I click on it and then set route, you can see I've got current fuel, 769 required. So that's going to use half my fuel to get there, and it's going to take quite a while. So I'm going to pause the video, do one lost bounty, and actually I'm going to, I will do this one lost bounty. Let's go. Actually, while we flying through space, I want to push F12. I'm going to see. They're asking if you look here, bounty hunter mission working on the server. I'm going to say yes, which is great. But let's go through some of these MFDs because they're all the same. So let's find that one that doesn't cause you. So they see there, if I had to click that one, it would power off, engine off, engine off. Okay. Oh, cool. There we go. So all of these you can change as you need. So you can set it to missiles. You can set power. And they're not working. Anyway. Okay. Lovely. I want to show you this. So this was. Let's put this on. That's self status. Let's put it on shields. It doesn't matter because it's not working. That's self-destruct. Do not click that. Where's the eject? Do not click that. Open exterior. That opens the doors. These will work even though in quantum. Yeah, you can get out your seat now. You can just do that by holding down the Y key. And that allows you to walk around the ship as you need. And there's your bed. Oh gosh. So this is your ship. You can walk around, do whatever you need to. Open the door and get into pilot seat. So what's happening now is I'll talk about the planets. I'm going to open up my thing. So we have got the different planets. So gas giant, this is Crusader. It's a gas giant. Takes forever to go in and out of the atmosphere. So it's nice to visit the Orison, but it takes forever to get there. So you might want to avoid it. R-Corp is a city planet. You can't actually explore the planet. You can go to the city. It's cool to see. There's got nice ship place there. Go have a look. Go look around. It's really awesome. You have Crusader, which we're just on. I'll let you go down and explore the planets. Because each one of these planets you can fly around and explore as much as you want. Get out, walk around, go mad. Microtech is... that's my favorite one. It's the capital is New Babbage. It's just a nice planet, very icy. I don't like the cold normally, so I have no idea why I like it. But yeah, so as you can see, we are now halfway. You can get out of quantum right now if you wanted to. You can just hold B and you will exit quantum. You are actually in a point in space. So it exists. You're not, pretending to go somewhere. You are in space at the moment. We're still 3,000, as you can see, 3 million kilometers out. So I'm going to just pause for a little bit. Okay, so we are back. As you can see, well, you didn't even notice that because it's like not even a split second for you. So we're at Crusader. It's huge, obviously. Okay, so now my quantum drive is cooling down, and you can see there's no markers. I can just push B and then B again, and it brings the markers back. And then you can line yourself up along with an because where I'm going is through the planet, so I need to go to an Om3 should do it. Calibrate and go. So I'm specifically not opening the map because it takes longer. So the star map just takes longer. So yeah, it's calibrating. Spooling's complete. Calibration is ready. Remember, if you hold B and nothing happens, just off and on again. You'll spooled up again, just to remind you. He's at yellow, so it's actually a moon. It's Emil Fitzroy. So, as you can see, what I'm doing now is I'm doing the bounty assessments. I'll show you what that means. Let me just get through again on the other side of the planet. Grim Hex, you don't want to go there. Let's go to an Grim Hex is where all the bad people go. So this is not really a safe part of the system because everyone with the crime stat is here. Alright, so you see there, that's what I'm talking about. So just off. And again. Hold B. And it works. Okay. So I can just turn that off because it's going to say it there. And I'll fly in. So what I mean about crime stats and not crime stats, about what we're doing now, getting certified, is if I open up this over here, the Delphi, you can see I'm on the Bounty Hunters Guild at the moment. With all these missions that I'm doing, I'm getting more and more credit, so it's moving up. So training permit VLRT available. So I want to get VLRT. Then the next one up, you get LRT. So VLRT is very low risk target, which means you can take forever to shoot them. Low risk targets, high risk targets, and very high risk targets. And then extreme risk targets. So we won't even get the balance. Oopsie, I think I'm about to crash into asteroid. No. Okay. So we're trying to get certified so we can get the next level up, because then you get a little bit more money. It makes it a little bit easier. Well, we're also cruising in here. I'll show you crime stats. So your crime stat appears here. Level 1 is, small crime stat. You'll spend 15 minutes in jail. I think actually now you can just pay a fine. Crime stat 2 is like 15 minutes in jail. You get 3, 4, 5. I've never been high, so I don't know. But basically, once you're in jail, you can mine and can hand mine stuff and get credit for it. So I'm going to fly here to this last one, and then we will. There they are. So is this on target now? Let's just target them. See if it moves with them. It does. Okay, so incoming missiles. H. Okay, T. I'm going to switch to missiles. T. Okay, too close. This is a little fast one, eh? Out of G3. I don't like these badges. As you can see here, he's got no shields and I'm hitting them. Just keep an eye on that as we go. You see there's got some damage now. Let's keep on shooting. Oh, almost. Next flyby and they're gone. Oh, lucky.
Target has been destroyed.
Okay. There you go. Alright, so let's head back to the station. Yeah, let's show you Grim Hex. So Grim Hex is where all the people with crime stats can land. So if you can't land anywhere else because you got a crime stat, it's because you'll be landing at Grim Hex until your crime stat is gone.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to move in here as fast as possible. I don't want to hang around here because people like to shoot you around here. I haven't been shot myself, but I've heard stories. Then we'll do a docking, do a repair, refuel, and that'll be the end of that. Alright, I'm going to crash into Grim Hex. So, as you see there, I was going way too fast. And I had to just dodge the giant space station. Okay, cool. Okay, C. Remember F11. Friends. Imperial Landing Services. I'm going to push F11 again because they're busy calling. You can see it here. It's connected. Come on. Alright. Where is it? Let's look for the dot. Let's get closer. I always find Grim Hex very hard to navigate. There we go. Okay, so that was quite easy. So as you can see, control goes down. There we go. Down. Let's go. Space. I'm just going to go in here quickly. In, landing gear down.
Landing gear engaged.
And there we have Grimhex. I to turn off your engines.
Disabled.
F2. Maintenance. And click, click, click all of them. Confirm. And that's it. That's basic bounty hunting, how to make a few bucks. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.